Gold prices are under pressure today, and they could potentially trade as low as 1727 on a break to the September low of 1847. And the reason for the bearish sentiment today is similar to the one we saw on Monday last week. On Monday last week, Pfizer announced that they had a breakthrough in their COVID-19 vaccine research. Today is Moderna's turn to tell us that they have a vaccine that is very, very good at protecting and doing what it's supposed to do. In fact, it's better than Pfizer's on the first round of tests that they have done. It's effective in 95% of the cases. But what is better with the Moderna one is that you don't need to have a fridge that goes down to minus 70 degrees Celsius to be able to store it. Alright, these are gold prices. On Monday last week, we had the news from Pfizer. The market slid sharply as people started to project the end of the COVID-19 lockdowns. And the markets, as you know, they're not really looking at where we are today. They're looking at where we're going to be by the end of next year. And that's why we're seeing this sharp slide we saw on Monday. Now, today we're seeing a bit of a slide to the downside. It's not as aggressive as we've seen it before, but we're definitely coming down a bit. And what's the big difference now compared with the Moderna one versus Pfizer? Well, the first thing is the effectiveness rate. Now, it's not a huge difference. The Moderna one is right about 94.5% of the time. Now, both the Pfizer one and the Moderna one, those are samples based on about 100 people each. So when this sample expands and you have thousands, you're going to get the truer numbers. But what is great with this one, if indeed the results hold up, is that you don't have to store it in minus 70 degrees Celsius. In fact, the Moderna vaccine, you can store it up to 30 days in a common household fridge. You can also have it in room temperature for up to 12 hours, which makes this a vaccine that could be accessible for many. Now, what's the challenges then? Well, by the end of the year, the only thing they're going to produce about 20 million doses, which is not really that much. Now, by next year, they think they can ramp up production to about 500 million up to 1 billion doses globally. Now, they don't have to vaccine everybody to make this effective. In general, 50% of the population, but realistically, at the beginning, just people in healthcare and people with underlying diseases. That will dramatically reduce the number of deaths across the world. And then what could happen is they're probably going to start to remove the lockdowns and allow people to go back to work, which is obviously crucial for economies that are under severe pressure. Now, what does that mean for gold prices? Well, if you look at gold prices, they reacted as they should have done last week, a slide to the downside. Today, we have a bit of a slide, but not a big one. And technically, it's not the time to short sell right here, right now, because these lows here are crucial for the price. And as long as you trade above this level, then we're within this descending triangle. And we might actually be able to trade as high as 1960. So when is the time to turn bearish and say that gold prices are probably going to turn lower? Well, that's probably going to happen on a break to 1847. Now, if that break happens today, then this level up here, this week's high, is going to be the trend defining level. But say it closes the markets at current levels, then the new level, whatever the closest, the high from tomorrow. So say we have a breakdown tomorrow, and then that's going to be the trend defining level. And then we're just looking for a break to 1847. And that could potentially set the ball in motion to potentially reach 1727, which is the target of this pattern. We'll see what happens over the next few days. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels as well. Don't forget to check out our website, ATFX.com, for more market news like this. My name is 𝗿𝗲𝘁𝗶𝗹, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.